Okay. Hey, look here. All right. Well, let's see. Let me adjust my tripod here a little bit for the iPad, and let's see. This is Patrick Ralston. Once again, I'm broadcasting live from my home studio here in all its glory. I'm not going to show you the floor because that's where all this stuff is. I just moved into this particular space here a few months ago and still haven't gotten it all added up or cleaned up. Let's see. I was going to see if I could try to add Scarlett Sims. Let's see if I can invite her. Let's see. Well, apparently not. So oh, here we go. Let's see. Guest requests. I don't have any viewers. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Anyone who's a guest, those of you who are viewers right now, if you'll just post a comment, I'll try to add you to the conversation. That's Scarlett. You could be the first one. Where is Scarlett? We're still figuring out the whole split screen thing here right now. It's a little embarrassing, but it was my idea to do this. This afternoon, and I decided to try it out about an hour ago, and Scarlett is reticent to undertake this, and obviously I'm still having some problems. But anyway, let's just kind of get started. But once again, Patrick Ralston. I'm the director of the Arkansas Arts Council. We're part of the Arkansas Department of Parks, Heritage, and Tourism. We are we're a small agency, but we are your state arts agency, and so we are here to. We've been operating remotely since March 20th, and but our programs continue apace, and all 8 of our staff continue to work full time to bring the arts to you, to work to help you. Try to help artists and arts organizations adapt to this new reality that is the COVID-19 epidemic or pandemic. And so we are continuing to do this live stream every Thursday, as many of you are return customers. So we just try to bring you a little update now and then. And obviously, sometimes we do it from the headquarters of the Division of Arkansas Heritage, and sometimes we just do it remotely, like I'm doing now. Scarlett's actually at the headquarters, but until I can get her added on here, I don't have a guest request from her, so I can't really add her on. But anyway, but I think I may have some guest requests here in a second, and I think we're gonna try to anyway. Forget it. I'll just wait for Scarlett to show up, and there's Legenia Spiller-Bearden and Fletcher Larkin, and I've got Jamie Caldwell. She's our administrative assistant on our staff at the Arkansas Arts Council. She is, and she rightly notes that Traveler, my dog, wants to participate. You can hear his nails on the floor in here. But anyway, and so hey, there's Scarlett. Look here. Let's see if we can. Send me a guest request, Scarlett, and let's hook you up. Let's see if we can make this happen. But anyway, me tell you what's going on right now. We are still taking applications for small works on paper. Small works on paper. We'll be taking submissions up until online up until the 24th of July. So I encourage you to get your work in. Small Works on Paper, of course, is our annual juried traveling exhibition that we do, and we've been doing it now we're in our 33rd year, and it is amazing. It is just what I say. It is works on paper that are small, meet certain size requirements, which we have online. I won't bore you with, but they are. But it can be anything from collage to photography to painting, watercolor, you name it. So it's just as long if you can get it on paper, we are interested in seeing it. So sketch, charcoal, you name it. So pastel, I've got more. So we they go to the 24th. Now many of you have noticed that yes, the current Small Works on Paper traveling exhibition has been somewhat disrupted due to the epidemic because the public places where it was exhibited, several of them have had to bow out, or we've had some breaks in the tour. But currently, we do have all of the works from the 2020 Small Works on Paper in a gallery, a virtual gallery on our website, and that website is arkansasarts.org. And you just go on there and click on the exhibit and Small Works on Paper under our programs, and it'll take you right there. So yeah, you can submit your work. The link is actually helpfully been posted, I think, by Sherry. It's been posted in the comments below. So there we are. And so other things that are going on right now: the long-awaited federal relief grants, federally funded relief grants that the CARES Act grants will be reviewed this afternoon by the Arkansas Arts Advisory Council. They are our advisory body, and after that, they will go to those projects that are being funded will be notified by the governor's office. And so I'm telling you, we are on the cusp, and so be excited. Finally, I'm excited. I'm ready to get it. I'm ready to get this part over with. But we're trying to get that funding out to provide some assistance to our arts organizations that have been fighting the good fight these last few months, conducting virtual programs, adapting their programs in any way they can. We appreciate you all. I apologize for the delays. It's bureaucracy is hard, and so we were happy to be getting it out there, and want to see you all continue to thrive and continue to partner with us into the future. So let's see here. Let's see who we've got in the green room here, shall we? Okay, let's see. I can't tell if this. Okay, those are my viewers. Yeah. Okay. I haven't had any guest requests yet. I've got viewers, but I don't have people wanting to actually come on with me, which is, I understand that I'm kind of a big deal. But anyway, at any rate, what else we got going on? Still got mini grants we've still got our mini grants for arts and education programs. These are for short-term arts and education, artist residencies. Now we're accepting applications to do online virtual programming, arts and education programming. We also use those grants. Those grants are also available for lifelong learning, really for anyone of any age, from adults and seniors. But also we have, out of that grant pool, we have our our veterans programs, veterans art programs, and that is those are programs that provide art education, artist residencies, conducting programs for veterans populations. If you have an organization that serves a population of veterans, you need to get in touch with us, because we are anxious to serve our state's veterans. As I've noted before, last time I checked, we are edging toward 250,000 veterans and active duty in Arkansas. We don't have a large active duty military population in this state, but we have a lot of veterans. A lot of them are aging, and so but not all. And we've worked with veteran service centers. We've worked with homeless vets. We have we are interested in working with a wide range of service organizations. So please get in touch with us. If you are an artist who works with veteran populations, I encourage you to talk to your organization through which you work. If it's a nonprofit, we are very interested in building more partnerships and getting those grants out there. So they're exciting. It's exciting. We've had a lot of cooperation from the Veterans Administration here, and encourage you to take advantage of that. So we are also in the process of finalizing our grants for our annual grants, our collaborative project support grants, our regular arts and education grants, and our general operating support, major arts partners grants, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks, as we finalize budgeting, that we'll be able to make an announcement about when those will be ready. But continuing to try to do everything we can to get to push this information out. We've already got people who are thinking about next year's general operating support grants and collaborative project support. So this is the good time if you're a teacher, if you're trying to figure out how you're going to do virtual, alternative methods of instruction. You want to incorporate art programs into that. Certainly, it's a good time for you to talk to Drika Morning, who is our Arts and Education Manager, and she can talk to you about ways that you can structure a grant for next year. What kind of assistance we can provide. But we are, again, moving. We're trying to keep up with both the plans of the Department of Education, but also the CDC, trying to keep everybody up to date on best practices for how to conduct a public program. Obviously, virtual is probably the way to go, but just keep in touch with us, and we'd be glad to provide any kind of assistance, technical assistance, information resources on that, and of course talk to you about what funding is available. So let's see. Let me stop. Sadly, I have to scroll my own messages here. So no questions. So anyway. We will be pretty soon sending out our nomination packets for Governor's Arts Awards, probably next couple of weeks, and so I want you to consider who you might want to nominate for the annual Governor's Arts Awards. If you're not familiar with Governor's Arts Awards, they are the luncheon that we traditionally have, that where we award those, we recognize the recipients, is had at the Governor's Mansion. Now, I'm not making you any promises, because we're in who knows what it's going to look like here in March of 2021. However, it is really the high holy day for the Arkansas Arts Council. It's when we convene, hosted by the governor, and we recognize people in several categories of service to the arts, whether they be artists, whether they be patrons, whether they are, there's corporate sponsors, you name it. There are a lot of amazing organizations around the state, a lot of amazing companies, corporate sponsors that do just incredible work supporting the arts in every community. Last year, we had Madison Murphy and pardon me, I don't remember Madison's Mrs. Murphy's name, but anyway, we had them and honored them. We've had several. We've had a law firm, Wright Lindsay Jennings, in 2017 was recognized for their incredible support. I mean, all of their partners are invested in the arts, and that's tremendous. To have that level of support from a large law firm like that. Anyway, Governor's Arts Awards nomination packets will be going out. Be thinking about who you think needs to be recognized as a pillar of the arts in Arkansas. So, and let's see. There's a link. I think we have a link right here. Thank you, Sherry. She's posted a link. Sherry LaFew, who's our special projects, special events program manager, always I think this is Sherry. That's usually, maybe it's not. Maybe it's Scarlett posting links down there while I talk, which is really all you need. But so anyway, you can also, if you're interested in seeing who has received the Governor's Arts Awards in the past, you can go to our website, arkansasarts.org, and we have a complete list of all the Governor's Arts Awards recipients. And so, if you've got an idea of somebody that you think really deserves it, you might want to check and see if they've gotten it already. But anyway, we're always very interested in adding to that amazing roster. So anyway, let's see, it's me. It says Arts Council, so I don't know if that's really Sherry or if it's Scarlett. So okay, apparently. All right. So and there's Scarlett has posted the link to our virtual exhibition there too for small works on paper if you're interested in that. Anyway, so that's really basically what we've got going on right now, and I think that like a lot of you, continue to watch the television and follow the news just to see. Thank you, Scarlett. You're all here for me. I appreciate that. I think you all follow the news just like I do, and try to be safe. Wear a mask, please, and the mask of your choice. I think that it's definitely we've definitely seen a new aesthetic in the construction of masks, and I encourage you to stay safe out there. We are at the Arts Council. We are discussing soon returning to the office on a very limited basis, or kind of a very socially distant rotation through the office, where we each of us come in about a day and a half, and so either way, whether we're in the office or not, I have to say that our transition to remote work has been pretty seamless. The staff has continued to produce just as much and do just as much as we were doing in the office. We have actually been very successful in keeping our programs going in moving our grants through review, conducting our Arts Advisory Council meetings, and I've had so many conversations with so many of you, artists and arts organizations, about how you're dealing with this program, with this pandemic, and how it's affecting your programs. I want to thank you all for the hard work you've done. Some of you took to virtual learning like fishes to water. Some of you have struggled with it, which I completely understand. Obviously, I'm struggling here, but it's amazing that we have all adapted so quickly. It's really tough for artists out there. Being a working artist, whether you're doing it part time or full time, is a challenge. It's a passion. And I know that sometimes you can't control. You just have to create. I know the impulse, and it's a very human impulse, and that's why I think that even in these times of stress and pandemic, that we have seen such amazing creativity out there. Which leads me to Arts Voice Arkansas. Just a reminder that if you have a K through 12 student at home that is answering that call, that feels the need to create, if you are a K through 12 student and you are doing your art at home, as most of you are, then I would encourage you to share it with us, and that means email it. You can email it to Scarlett. Scarlett will post her email here in just a moment, or you can send it via Messenger through Facebook to the Arkansas Arts Council page, and we would like to share it. Arts Voice Arkansas is really nothing more than our attempt to encourage our state's K through 12 artists to continue creating and continue sharing their work. And when I say sharing your work, I'm talking about whether you are drawing, whether you are painting, whether it's visual art, whether it is, if you are a poet, we would love to see you perform one of your poems. We would love for you to recite one of your poems. We would love to see, if you are a musician, we want to see video. We want a music video. It could be that in the future, I'm just throwing this out there, now that we have the ability to theoretically to split screen, once Scarlett and I get that figured out, we're going to start we may have some guest musical hosts or a guest artist. I see no sign that this weekly event is going to go away, as much as some of you might want, or you might want another host, which we brought in one every once in a while. But I would say that we're really thinking that live streaming is going to be a big part of our content generation from now on, and it's a great way. As we've said, there's Scarlett's email. Thank you, Scarlett. There's Marcus Crutchfield, new friend of mine on Facebook. I would love to, that's what we love about this is the opportunity for you all to ask questions, for you to, now to join in. So, we'll see if we can work out where we can actually share the screen with you. We are, we'll continue to do these programs and try to change them up a little bit. And I would love to have some artists on. I will give you a little teaser that, and it's forthcoming. It's going to be pretty soon now. But Drika Morning, who you have met, who is our Arts and Education Program Manager, is getting ready to go live with her own show pretty soon in the next few days, and we'll have more on Facebook about that. But I will be glad to talk more about that as it develops. But she is. You all have seen Drika. She hosted for me. She's hosted for me at least once, and it just does an amazing job. She is a much more natural performer than I am, a published poet, actor. So anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing her show, and she's planning to do interviews, and so we'll probably focus on arts and education, because we have such an amazing range of teaching artists out there. I mean, several of you who are watching the show right now or tune in weekly, and I think that I often say that arts and education, the AIE component of what we do here at the Arts Council is it's the hill you die on. I mean, it's the one that, if everything else got stripped away, it is the last program that we would give up, because it is just so important to expose kids, especially K through 12, but in the schools, to art, and it expands. Of course, you've heard the philosophy behind STEAM, that incorporating the arts into science, technology, engineering, mathematics, economics allows. It improves the ability to process that information. It's that's essentially the part of the whole philosophy behind the Thea Foundation, which of course does amazing work around the state and A+ Arkansas. So in answer to Scarlett's question here, yes, these some of the stuff that's back here, I'll show you. I won't zoom in too much, but this is a work area for me. I finally have my own studio, which is always, as you all know, it's always a battle. It's always a struggle to find your space. But honestly, I've just kind of got stuff clipped up there. I do everything from photography to collage, Expedia. I'm not able. My portfolio has suffered the last few years, honestly, because oddly enough, because I've really been focused on my role here as director of the Arts Council, and so trying to devote more time. The advantage of being in this job is that I see amazing people doing amazing things. I've been in so many of your studios. I've seen so many of your techniques. I'm just blown away by the things that I see every day, and I'm blessed to be surrounded by amazing, talented people, both on my staff and the people that we serve. So that's the great thing about this job. It is always a pleasure to see the creative side of Arkansas, and to see people who are doing it in adversity. Even here in the pandemic, I have seen those of you who have not only been able to create yourselves, but actually to conduct programs to teach others to create, and that is that's a great gift, and it's a great talent. So. Sorry. Anyway, yes, this is my artistic habitat, such as it is, with occasional cameo appearances by my hound. But anyway, in the weeks to come, I'm going to show you. We'll maybe do some demonstrations, maybe have some artists on, and I'd like to, do a little show and tell. So we'll talk to you about what you're creating, what how you do it, and how you got started. So anyway, with that, it's 1:30, and I appreciate the time that It's not quite dance video time yet, Jamie, but you know, I'm not saying don't count me out. You know, I do have TikTok on this iPad, and you know, and the fact is, I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet. So why not? Why not share that? We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate your time, and as I say, we'll be getting some information out on the CARES Act here pretty soon, and but hopefully you all are staying safe. Give me a yell, give Scarlett a yell, say hello to us at the Arkansas Arts Council. You know, you go to our website, arkansasarts.org. We have our complete staff roster there. All our emails are there. And so you know, you can definitely get in touch with us. I appreciate all the people that have reached out to me to share their stories and to tell me what's going right for them, what's going wrong, how can we help. We always like to hear from you. It's not only because it's a, you know, we have kind of this big family here in Arkansas that I think that we're always trying to expand, this family of artists and creatives, but also it's lonely here. You know, it's me and the dog. So, yeah, anytime, reach out, tell us what's up. So anyway, you all take care. We'll see you next week. More information on Drika's big debut, and, you know, keep creating.